Start a recording. Looks audio levels look okay. Let me make sure. Let's see. This is working.
Kneel and face the wall, lover.
Oh god, they're back.
Kneel and face the wall, lover.
I was thinking you're gonna bring that back as one of the NPCs when Tim is around.
Oh shit.
You can play as that.
You guys asked for Binox to send you a fembot to help. They're very effective.
That would actually be hilarious.
They're very effective.
Alright, I vote we teleport back to Binox and get Blackout just totally roided out.
You probably like that.
While he's dead, just get
While he's dead,
Just
yeah.
wake up. Wake up to having a Cuisinart in your leg. You're welcome, buddy.
There's no such thing as consent for the dead.
Nah.
Okay. We're going to go to our glorious sewer sanctum. And we have a dead party member. Hooray.
Yeah, so we don't have money, right? So I think that we thought the best option was to resurrect him. Or sorry, reincarnate? Yeah.
Tracy is saying, hit me with reincarnate. Oh!
Yeah.
I forgot. I made a reincarnate table especially for Numeria.
Heck yeah.
I tested it out and the results were fucked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast reincarnate unless anyone already stopped.
Well, we talked about speaking with dead too. Do we want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, is he really that close to us? Do we need to speak to him? Or we just reincarnate him?
Wow.
Besides, he has to accept the reincarnate anyways, right?
He does. I mean, any resurrection can be rejected by the target.
I think we decided that he was still useful until the end of this book.
Not useful enough to spend money on, so reincarnate was a better option, right?
Exactly.
No, here's the funny part. I love how the fact that half the party is like banged up and beat up while Luna and I'm the only ones that are not really hurt much.
Yeah, I wailed on Ulfred. And old.
He
I actually
made himself a big target, so.
That was my job.
Tank's gonna tank.
does need a little bit of money. I need oils worth 1,000 GP.
Essential oils.
Yeah, so I'm going here's
Some
really
lavender,
oily.
lemongrass.
Some Gwyneth Paltrow.
What are you trying to sell us, Crocodile? You are playing a female, so.
Just grease him up.
Yeah, invest in my oil pyramid scheme.
Is this where you pull out your Mary Kay sample thing?
Yeah, everyone gather around the fire. I have some samples for you to test.
I need you guys to buy at least 1,000 gold pieces worth today
And if you
before I
do,
can do this
promise,
reincarnation.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
and you will be able to sell these for twice as much as you paid.
Gosh.
Huh.
Do you want to be your own boss? This is a starter kit.
Wow.
How do you think I got as powerful as I am? Selling essential oils.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
All right, so yeah, but I only have I don't have oil, unfortunately, but I do have 167 GP. So if others want to chip in some equivalent, can I? You know how Ulfrid can sacrifice tech to his god? Can I sacrifice oily things to count as?
You know what? I'll put in 100 platinum.
You need
You're rich.
the value in your case. Yes, I let Ulfrid sacrifice technology because he's a cleric of the god of technology, and Bry values those things. You are Crocodile, who fucking hates technology and money in regular society. You
Yeah.
need an equivalent amount of valuable organic matter. You need seeds or wood or
Okay.
leaves or meat.
How much is Blackout's body worth?
See, there's a problem there because you can't sell Gazra Blackout's flesh and then reincarnate its Blackout's flesh.
Hmm.
You would need to find, you can go into town and buy 1,000 gold worth of whatever. It says you need oils. You can totally secure that in town.
Okay.
In fact, that'll be a good use of AFK Namkath, who will disguise and go into town and buy, as long as the party's got the money. And it sounds like Rive's going to put up the funds.
Yeah.
So I've got 190 to contribute if we need.
I'll just pay for all up front.
All right,
Thank you.
Luna,
I
roll
didn't realize
knowledge.
Luna was so rich.
Roll knowledge local. While she's been skimming, you know.
Oh hell yeah!
You not only Luna lays down 100 platinum and tells Namkath 3 different bakeries / restaurants to go to secure the valuable oils. And Krokta, let's see what the reincarnate. Can you spit reincarnate into chat? Or do you have it on
Yeah,
you?
it's just a little bit up in the chat, but let me get it.
Oh, is it? I see it. No, I've got it. You're right.
There we go.
All right. Oils. What were they thinking with that?
I assume we gotta like oil up the body.
Is that what you assume? I don't know why you would assume
Oh,
that. It
because
does not
slide-
indicate that at all.
Does grease
Wait, you
count?
slide
Because I
into
got
the
lots
new
of
body.
grease.
Oh my god, we should grease.
Check that meme. I got you quick.
Wow.
Nice.
Looks like it's time to oil up. Oh my god, it's literally yeah boy guy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah boy. Alright. 1,000 gold equivalent of valuable spell components later. Krokta is able to cast Reincarnate. And Tracy, I'm going to give you permission for the Reincarnation table, which is under Rollable Tables. You should be able to see it.
Okay, where are rollable tables?
It's the top right. It's after journals and items.
Got it.
Okay. Do you see the Reincarnation table?
Yes.
It looks like a super confused dude waving his hands in the air. That's going to be you in a second.
Yep.
Okay.
180.
If you're ready, you may click roll, but this will be binding.
Let's do it.
No.
111.
Human.
Human?
Human.
That's lame.
Yep.
We are already human.
Reject it. Do it again.
No, I mean, but like, it gets rid of all his motivation for what he was trying to do. Now he's just human. He could just fit into society.
He just leaves. I mean, yeah, good. Alright. I don't have to do this.
Well, you know,
anymore.
wishes fulfilled. Peace.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm human now.
What does he look like?
He looks different. When you
normal
cast
dude.
it on his body, his wounds sort of heal and close up to a certain extent, and his body kind of glows brightly for a second. And for you, Krokta, you are greeted with visions of many different races. You in your mind see Blackout's facial structure. You can tell it's him, but you sort of envision him as 12 or 15 different things before some unknown force settles on human, and you feel that his spirit at this instant was the most ready to rejoin a human body, and that's the body that the nature god sent you. It took Blackout's broken body and sent you a human version of him, and his soul will inhabit it happily. Now let me find a human to plop onto you. And you have +2 and a stat to spend as a human. What stat's it gonna be?
Dexterity, I think. Yeah,
There you go. That's
pretty
done.
much all I care about.
And you now have some skill points to spend. You've lost. Let's see. I'm gonna prop you up to 50 HP. And I think you have a feat to spend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I gotta get rid of blended view because I can no longer see in the dark.
Yep.
It's like becoming disabled for him.
And you lose skill focus stealth unless you just want that to be the feat that you gain.
Oh no. I mean, I guess that would make sense. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would stay.
Okay. I still show you as missing a feat. But you can figure that out later.
Yeah.
You are called back, and I assume he accepts the call. He still
Yeah.
has stuff to do. You wake
He
up
rejected.
in the sewer sanctum.
Well, I made an improvement. Does anyone look better?
My head. What the hell happened?
He died. You should be thankful that we brought you back, to be honest. At least if Luna here wasn't so rich, it might not have happened.
Ted, aren't resurrection spells, you know, expensive?
We did use a resurrection. We didn't have that kind of cash.
Yeah, not quite worth that investment.
What? What else is there?
Reincarnate.
I don't know if he would know what that is. Not, you know, the only druid in town are the Earthen Daughter, so.
He would notice the change in his vision right away. And he would notice that his skin looked very pale.
Gee, what happened? Is this what happens when you die? And he's like holding his hands up in front of his eyes, like, it's so dark in here. I mean, my skin, I look like, well, I look like death.
Yeah, I sense you're like Luna here now. And you remember, oh, you don't know McGinnis, but you know what's typical on this planet. Most common, like lowest common denominator. That's what you are now.
Lowest common denominator. God.
You have such a way with words.
He's the king of backhanded.
I mean, it makes sense, right? It's just a distribution. You common, you're basic now.
Oh, I still don't quite get what you mean.
What is human? You're a human.
No, I'm definitely not that.
Look at your ears.
Yeah, he'll reach up and like take the mask off and like touch his ears. Oh my! The
Nomcat
hell?
walks up with the Cassandali tablet and holds it up in front of your face, and Cass just turns herself into a mirror. You can see yourself very clearly.
I need alcohol. Yeah, that seems right. I need to drink.
I got some whatever the brow brew.
And it could have been worse, to be honest. It could have
Hi,
been
lad. That's just the thing. Browboo.
He'll give it a
Brow
try.
brew from Oldbrin. Oh God, Blackout may
that's-
have never had this before. It's the mushroom beer.
That's-
It's funky and weird.
He'll take a sip and. Oh God! You like this stuff?
It's the best. It's an acquired taste, but it's the best.
I mean, Luna, if Ulfred is offering it to people, Luna will even give it a shot.
Luna, you might have had it before. There's places in town that serve it. It's considered a really gross rural beer, but you do notice that these guys drink it a lot, and everywhere you go that sells it, Ulfred appears to be buying it all up.
Let's go to the slop bag. I want to eat something terrible and get
Oh,
drunk.
no.
Okay, everybody click your healing. And there we go. Let's go ahead and take the dead marker off Blackout. There you go, you're not dead anymore.
So does this
Congratulations.
improve? Like, does yeah, I don't know. Like how? I guess we'll find out after he drinks. I am curious how it changes Blackout's life. Like you said, if this is all he wanted was to fit in, and now he achieved his goal. It's a shortcut, I guess.
Yeah, he needs to drink first to figure that out.
You guys all have a brow brew down here. Ulfred pops some channel positive healing.
Going to slot bag, right?
Are you going to rest first? You have had a battle, you're spent on spells, and you're still injured.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and
And then, of course, we
he
get-
is in a thunderstorm, right? Like an 18-hour thunderstorm.
Yep.
Oh,
The
yeah.
surface world is experiencing never before seen weather event.
And then, of course, so we've got a body in a bag.
That too.
Oh yeah.
So you're saying I can't go to the surface right now? Great. I gotta deal with this sober.
You
Take a
about-
little bit to
maybe.
deal with it. You'll be fine.
They probably won't recognize you at least.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I got something.
Oh no, Soothe. Where did you get that? Why do all your
You gave-
characters have that?
You gave me 2 of them.
Oh, I have a bunch of those. I forgot who I looted them off of. I got 3 of them now.
I'm gonna grab some of that and then rub it on my gums.
Huh.
Rub it on your ears.
My poor little ears.
It helps against fear effects, so maybe it's, you're dealing with the unknown of being a human now by rubbing soothe on your gums.
You want to rub it on your ears? We can carve your ears into more elf-like shapes. Make you feel
That
better.
would be pretty cool. It would scarify it.
Tell me the truth, Oberon. Do you think your sister could still love me?
No, I'm sorry.
I really thought I had a shot before, but now I'm hideous. No offense, Luna.
I never said I was human to begin with.
She does appear
Right.
human.
She does appear human, but she's not.
What are you?
I just assumed. Were you a victim of Krokta's magic
Yes.
as well?
Yes.
No, I've always been the way I am.
And what is that?
I'm an Azimuth.
Never heard of it.
What do I roll to see if I've heard of that?
That would be Knowledge
Astromar?
Plains.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, don't have that.
Partially celestial parentage. You know this, Old Britain.
It's partially celestial.
Yes.
Like from space? Like me?
No, from the celestial plane.
Oh. Yes. I see.
At least he's not part devil.
Yeah, like hearsay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's gonna be some space butterfly spawn, that's for sure.
You should have been on the reincarnate table.
What's that?
It should have been on the reincarnate table, space butterfly.
Space
spawn.
butterfly? I mean, how do you know it wasn't? bunch of good stuff.
If it's on there, I'm gonna kill myself just so I can be reincarnated.
Oh, let's not be hasty.
Wait. How are you gonna be able to reincarnate yourself if you're dead?
Ulfred's got reincarnate, right?
No,
That's a druid spell.
druid
Yep.
specialty.
Oh,
I've raised Judd.
Oh man.
You can come back to disappointment.
and then die a few minutes later.
Yeah. So what's the plan? Are we resting? Are we going into town at half strength?
No, let's rest.
Seems like we don't have a choice since Crocto's spell is still raging.
I mean, I can dismiss it anytime I want.
It's
but,
all good. I got my drugs.
Yeah, we want to,
Okay.
terrorize
Everyone is
the town with it,
rested.
right?
Over. Did you have any more channels you wanted to blow before I rest?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
You are
I guess
all
before
rested.
we rest, I would have cast this on Alfred.
Okay. Whoa. That's quite a lot.
To top him up a little bit.
Then top everybody off.
There you go. Put it on Croctop. All right. So what's the plan now?
It's a good question.
I'll dismiss the storm after I wake up.
Okay. The water will be flowing through the sewers at triple its normal level. You'll see it flooding in certain areas, but you guys built your sewer sanctum in a pretty smart spot. Doesn't quite flow over the floor here, but comes within a few feet. And the surface world above is kind of unknown to you because you guys are down here, I assume, hiding the whole time. Is there anything we need to look through the body? It looks like Crassus' gear is already in the little chest here.
Do we want to speak with Dead with Crassus?
Hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, imagine he wouldn't be cooperative. But we could try.
We could try that. I could prepare one.
Oh, right.
tell
Yeah,
me-
you have all of his. He has amazing shit. I forgot about that. What's that, Josh?
What's the spell I cast to keep us from getting detected? I just drew a blank on it.
Non-detection communal. Is it NDC? That's the
Yeah,
one.
I just totally blanked on the spell. Sorry.
Fair enough.
Okay, did we search his body and figure out what all junk he had on him?
Bracers of armor +4. It's a 14,000 gold item. He has a comm set. He has some potions that have been corrupted into what necromancers call death wine. Something they drink to increase the DC of their necromancy spells. He has a semi-famous bastard sword called Hater. That is a +2 human bane bastard sword. He has a headband of vast intelligence +4, 16,000 gold item.
Ugh!
He has the hip fire band, which is a belt that allows the wearer to use their wisdom, intelligence, or charisma modifier instead of dex when using touch attack spells. He has his technically captain badge, which is a gold and black iron version that is a +3 ringer protection, a +3 amulet of natural armor, and a +3 cloak of resistance rolled into one.
Good lord.
Ridiculously powerful item also. He has a rod of meta magic quicken, which if you were to buy it from one of the stores would set you back 35,000 gold.
Ugh.
3 times per day, and it's completely spent. Well, it's recharged now. But 3 times per day, it will let you swift action cast a spell of 3rd level or lower. It has to be in your hand, but it is a one-handed weapon. And then the piece de resistance is Panorama Celestial. A plain metal band with the universe visible through a tear along its circumference. Gazing into the depths, you see planets, stars, and other celestial bodies slowly moving past. Wearing this ring grants several benefits. It is functionally the eyes of the eagle, so +5 perception. You are constantly aware of the axis and poles of whatever planet you're currently on, giving you +5 to survival checks to determine location and distances. And then constant true seeing, fly, at will feather fall, once per day guiding star, and a certain number of teleports per week. That is a item that if you were to sell it, you would get somewhere between 40 and 50,000 gold.
Okay.
That's a very powerful item.
I believe you are correct.
It is the most powerful item any of you have ever seen, I think.
Where are these? Are they in a bungus somewhere?
There's a bungus right over here. Are they in a bungus? God damn it. I did this to myself.
Yes, you did.
It's fine. I'm fine with it. I don't care. Everything's a bungus.
They are now.
When you're a hammer, everything looks like a bungus.
Alright, what do you suggest we do with these items? Imagining... we
Bunch
could
of
fix
mage loot.
Bunch of mage... Dumb.
I think a lot of it needs to go on Oberyn.
Which bits, though?
Like that. The quicken rod would be pretty nice.
Yeah, what's it, 3rd level or higher? Or 3rd level or lower?
Third level,
Excuse me,
level
yeah.
or lower. 3 lightning bolts. Quicken. Pew pew pew.
Never a bad idea.
Hipfire band. Who does the most touch attacks? Obviously, I think it's Oberyn.
Do you do many touches attacks, Alfred?
Nope. I have like one searing light that I keep on there just so I can do something at range. But I've used it once this whole game.
Okay.
It's not. I'm just gonna put in my 2 cents as a neutral party. The Quicken Rod is really good on Oberyn. I don't think it'd be a mistake to give it to him. He can kind of do that a certain number of times a day already.
Yeah, as many spell slots as I got. I can go all the way up to
It has a
7th,
lot of
so...
spell slots. It will allow him to do an instant spell basically every round of combat.
That's
So,
pretty hot.
I know you guys would be excited about that, but you could also have, instant buffs, instant heals, whatever, if Ulfred has it in his hand, which he probably didn't want to do because he wants to axe things.
True,
Mhm.
true.
I have a
But
sword.
Croc
I'm
could
the
be
sword
running
board.
around quickening 3rd level and lower spells. She could use it too,
Is Oberyn intelligence based?
He's charisma.
No,
based.
charisma.
Is anyone intelligence based?
No. Although I was tempted to
No,
take
it's a
that
deeply
headband
stupid
as-
party.
just to be like smarter, but I would lose my wisdom. But it'd be funny.
Our last quote-unquote intelligent character stepped into a darkened room, was assassinated, and then his party dropped an entire tower on him. Now he's
After-
a space butterfly.
After letting off a huge vape rip.
Did I?
I honestly feel like Nomcath might appreciate that the most for the
Yeah,
stats.
true.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not already wearing.
What's the intelligence item, Toby?
It's a headband of vast intellect +4. You already have one +2, in fact.
Yeah, I say I could swap mine out with Nomcath.
You're probably
If
going to
we-
get this other shit piled on you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The intelligence thing.
Intellect doesn't
Look at
really
him.
help Olbrin either. Olbrin just has it for the skill points.
Skill points, exactly.
Yeah.
Armor obviously is pretty good. Do we want to give it to the dwarf or? No, I'm kidding. I think he already gets armor from everywhere else.
Yeah, it wouldn't stack. It counts as basically as wearing armor.
I'm trying to figure out if I have good touch spells for that Hipfire Band, but I don't know. I don't really use them that often, but maybe I could if I had them.
See, I already have bracers of armor, so those
Yeah.
are.
What are
You
they?
have braces of armor +6 on Olbrin.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, those are just sell items. Mind if
Same
I just
plus
grab them?
The armor, yeah.
Com set. Do we need one of those?
It's got some save frequencies you might want to copy down.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm sure Cassandra Lee can do that.
She asked if you'll connect her to it with one of the universal cables.
I do so.
She says I have the entire social network of the technically captains now. I can call any one of them.
Oh.
Honestly, my dex is pretty good, so I don't really need the touch spell thing. It's not gonna give me that much extra.
I think
So if Olbert wants it, that's cool.
I definitely think the Hipfire Band should go to Olbrin. I think Hater is Cell, because I don't think anyone's going to actually use that.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't want that, do you, Luna? The
No,
That's
I've,
what
I've got
okay.
my great sword.
Okay.
It's my primary weapon.
Yeah, definitely put the Headband of Vast Intelligence on Nomcath.
Okay, doing it.
Technically, Badge. I think Nomcath's been dealing with
Collecting
those. But I think,
those,
yeah,
yeah.
they've been going into the
Haversack.
Yeah, so they're in a separate pocket dimension.
Okay, you want that in a dimensional bag.
Yeah,
Whose dimensional bag? I don't see any in Nomcast.
might be
He's-
being carried by the dwarf.
I think he borrowed it from me. I can't remember.
I see a bag of holding on him, but it has 2 VR helmets and precision tools and 3 high-capacity batteries in it. He does
Carrying all
not
the badges.
have-
Are you carrying all the badges, Holford?
I don't think so. It's been so long I don't remember.
It may be that Nomcath has put them somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Could he have left them in Torch?
I hope not.
Oh, it couldn't have been.
I have-
We were just using them the other day.
Yeah,
I have ice skates.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have them either. Are they in Mara's bag of holding?
No, I'm looking at it now. I have a bunch of cards and wand of disguise self randomly.
I don't know where the technically badges are. I think maybe Nomcath is the spy.
He's been returning them the whole time.
Alright, well, do you want me to put the Crassus badge in his bag of holding?
Yes.
Okay, doing it.
I can use, I think, those invisibility scrolls.
Do you have use magic device?
I have
Oh, you have the spell, don't you?
Stygian magic thing.
That does. Yep.
I was trying to look it up.
Yep. Nope. That applies. You can use them. No roll.
Here we go. So
Hip-
up to 4th level.
Hipfire Band. Olbrin has a +3 dex and a +7 charisma. So if he wears that, he gets basically +4 to hit with touch spells.
He does do shocking grasp quite a bit.
And disintegrate.
And disintegrate.
Does he have a belt? Currently does not.
I'm okay
Oh.
with Olbren getting
Okay.
getting the shit.
get a chance, can you send me that description of that belt, Toby, so I can put it in my notes so I can
Sure.
read through it when I forget what the hell it does?
Well, I'm gonna be sending you a giant block of text for the ring if that ends up on you.
Okay.
If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna start snagging these scrolls. I can't
for
do teleport though, so that one has to go on you.
Scrolls of teleport to Olbrin.
Yep.
Okay. Got a scroll, teleport Olbrin, and the Death Wine. If you chug one of those and then cast a Necromancy School spell, the DC is increased by 4. Or for the caster level is increased by 4.
So 1 scroll of TP, Toby?
Yeah, scroll of TP for your bunghole. And let's see, the hipfire band's gone. Technically pin is gone.
No, obviously everyone's looking at the ring here because it's the sweetest thing in the pot. Trying to think who that'd be the best on.
What does it do? Oh, it's... What does it do
A
again?
lot of good stuff. Gives you
Yeah.
constant true seeing, constant fly, level dependent per week teleports, at will featherfall, and once per day guiding star.
What is Guiding Star?
You form a bond with your surroundings when you cast a spell. For the remaining duration of the spell, you can always, as a standard action, determine your approximate distance from that area as well as the direction you must travel in order to reach it. You cannot determine the location of the area if you are on a different plane. The area counts as very familiar for the purpose of teleport and similar spells. You can only attune yourself to one location at a time. If you cast a spell at another spot, you lose the ability to locate your original area.
Interesting.
You instantly bookmark a location to be very safe to teleport to.
Pretty dope.
Pretty dope, yeah.
Yeah, like you're way deep in the enemy lair and you're like, we gotta retreat. You go fucking Guiding Star, teleport out, rest, teleport back. Very familiar, very low chance of error.
It also gives you +5 perception and +5 to survival checks to determine location and distance.
Oh, the ring does, yeah.
So, a lot of good stuff. Very powerful item.
I would almost say Nomcast, but he doesn't... I don't think he can cast anything. Does he buy used magic device?
He does, but he's not super good at it.
Anyone can use the ring. Not trying to make it harder on you guys to decide, but everyone can activate the powers.
I don't need it. That helps. I mean, I can wild shape and fly.
And the permanent fly would be helpful for me. The
Yeah.
absurd perception, but
I was between Olbrin and you for that stuff.
If I'm getting the band and possibly the rod, I would say give it to Ulfred.
cool.
Having a second teleporter would be pretty good.
Exactly.
What about this idea of Nomcath though? Can he like teleport behind people while invisible?
Nomcath has the same issue that I do in that he's very squishy and will likely die at some point. Putting it on the board gives us like a safety net of like, he can always get us out.
Alright.
I hadn't really thought much about the strategy, but the fact that the constant true seeing, I would want that on someone who can dispel.
That too.
Yeah. I mean, if I could, I could dispel.
Yeah, like you can dispel, Nomcath can dispel with crits and stuff, but like Ulfred can just cast dispel magic, for example, or you, like It really would be amazing on anyone. I mean, if you put that ring on Blackout, that Blackout is never going to suffer mirror image displacement, invisibility, yada yada yada. He's just going to drill people for 1 million every round.
Right. It'd be good on everyone, but I feel, like you said, casters who can mess with the other caster
Let's
is
be honest.
badly.
We're not gonna give it to Blackout.
Yeah, I mean, let's just be real. He's a temporary character.
Yeah.
Not
We
in
just
his
reincarnated
mind.
him.
Obviously, yeah.
We just reincarnated him. That's your loot for this time. You got.
Oh
your
my
box.
god.
I took all the scrolls. I got mine.
I didn't get anything then. Man.
You can have
I
the
don't
death
care.
one.
What, that one? Yeah, maybe.
That seems like
Okay,
something
so-
you'd take.
It does look cool. I was just too lazy to filter my spell list to necromancy and destruction. But let me
Oh, I
check
thought
out
you were just gonna
maybe.
drink it.
Oh yeah. Is that not what it's for?
Yeah, sure. A little bit of wine, a little bit of deer shit.
Tastes good.
Quite the party for Crocta over there. So, Ulfred for the ring?
Yeah.
Agreed.
The meta magic rod, did we already decide Ulbrin for that one, or someone else didn't want it?
Who casts or wants to cast the most 3rd level or lower spells?
I can't really use it because my hands are full.
Yeah.
True. It's kind of a Croctaw Ulbrin divide. Like,
What was that for the quicken one?
Mm-hmm.
3 times a day you can cast an extra spell per round, but it has to be 3rd level or lower.
Let's see. I've got. Let's see what useful spells I have. Like I could. The thing is, like, I know Entangle is useful, but it slows down our combat so much that I don't
Yeah.
like casting it.
If the party was immune to it, it would be worth.
I love it. Keep doing it.
Yeah, no, after like that one battle we had where I used all those terrain things and just like destroyed everything, I was like, I don't want this.
Instant Thunderstomp Greater, instant Hurricane Blast, instant Gaseous Form's kind of funny. In and out of that every round for a while.
Yeah, it's probably cooler on Ulbrin.
It's more DPS, I guess.
Yeah, I'm fine with Ulbrin taking it if he wants it.
Yeah, if you don't want it, I'll take it. If you want it later, we can switch it around.
That's fair, it is a rod, right? So you just like hand it off to each other.
But you guys are always borrowing shit from each other. You guys used to pass around the elf boots constantly.
Who else used it besides Sakala?
No, I'm kidding.
I let other people use it.
Really?
There's a bunch of people have gone new boot goofing. Okay.
No, once I'll take some of that death wine. I'm sure I can find something for it.
You'll find a use for it, huh?
Yeah. I got necromancy spells.
Alright, let's see. Meta Magic Quicken. Alright. 3. And then Josh, the macro for it will be MMQ.
Okay.
It's three uses per day. Let's see.
And again, that will take up my swift action, so I couldn't use my quicken
Correct.
and critical speed and all that stuff.
No,
Okay.
you cannot cast 5 spells around, you cheater.
You hold me down. You hold me down.
Yeah, I got to. You get too powerful.
And my favorite spell that I haven't used yet is a necromancy epidemic.
Oh my god, really? Oh my god.
One day, Croctaw, I predict.
Nah. Maybe on the android colony. That's it. I guess.
So, what is thine plan?
Let's make sure we sell this comm set too after the the frequencies have been gotten.
Cass has downloaded everything she can from it. She said she could wipe its memory, and it does not appear to be individually traceable. It would be difficult to cast a locate object on it.
Okay, yeah, swipe it and sell it. Okay, any thoughts about what to do next? How recognizable is the bastard sword, Hater? If we tried to fence it, would it would be immediately traced to...
I mean, somebody'd want to buy it in a city full of barbarians that are always fighting each other. It's fucking awesome. I don't think they'd care that some wizard owned it. It's just, it would be very traceable.
So somebody who's not us needs to be the one to go fence it. Or, you know, me, now that I'm human.
You do look very different. But if you're wearing your mask, that's how people know you, so...
Exactly, so I take the mask off, go out in town. I'm willing to give it a shot, if you guys would like.
Alright,
Yeah, so what-
Shadash. Your MMQ macro should work. Okay.
Okay.
Let's continue.
Yeah, so what do our next goals need to be? We could sell some stuff and make some money to upgrade if we wanted to. We can also start reaching out to some of the captains, maybe get them on our side.
So far, we've taken out the Shade. Who else?
Crastus.
Yeah, Crastus. Abernethy.
Abernathy, yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
Okay. So that's 3 of them.
Is there more?
There's a ton of them.
No, that we've taken out. I was thinking there was one
No.
more, maybe. Oh, no, okay.
Doc Hellbroth was not a technically captain. He worked for the Black Sovereign.
Okay.
right. Sorry, I'm just trying to look through my notes and see who's important. Like, who's the ones we're not trying to immediately gank?
Well, the investigator gal, I think we could maybe get her on our side.
Yeah, Naoki.
Naoki.
The one that's kind of like neutral.
Mm-hmm. And then possibly your boss.
Yes, my boss, whoever they may be, is a good
yeah.
and noble person.
And was it Elias, the captain of the guard guy?
Yes, he was as honorable as they come.
So maybe if we can get those 3 kind of around to our side, we'll be a little bit better off than trying just to fight these one by one, because we're eventually going to get everybody on our everybody after our ass, I think.
I'm just trying to look here at my notes. Okay, so Naoki, Elias, and Sturklander are good with us. And then Garton, Grin, and Sela are loyal to Osman.
And you have a deal on the table. Hirsik has offered to sell you vital information to your cause for the low price of 50,000 gold. That deal will expire here in a couple of days.
If we fence some of this stuff, we can afford that if we want to.
Yeah, I was about to ask how much, if we fence some of this stuff, how much will we be able to put together?
I do not have a praise, so
If we liquidated, what would everything come to there, Banker Dwarf?
Alfred might be easier.
Excuse me?
There you are.
I'm not a bloody banker.
Oh wow.
you're the bank itself. We understand.
Yeah.
Because I'm a dwarf doesn't mean I know how much stuff is worth.
Wow, that is racist. You guys.
I mean, I feel like that is a very well-known stereotype about your people.
Yeah. Humans are the lowest common denominator, and you guys just know all the shit. How much it's worth.
Yeah, you know everything about the cost and worth of things.
Is that we're so, boyo? I don't bloody know. I just show it to people and they're like, oh, I'll give you that much. And I say, okay.
Normally, I rely on my ability to sniff out if they're cheating me.
Just do that.
So, I mean, that's the best I can do.
Does Nomcat know anything about this? It's always
Probably. He's the
About what?
rogue. How much all the stuff we have would fence for?
Let me see.
He's a rogue,
He
so
has
I-
no ranks in appraise, but I will let him use knowledge local. Luna can do it too, to think of places to sell it. What are we trying to sell?
There was a comm set, the
Sword.
bastard sword. What else do we have?
Did all this
the-
end up in Ulfred's bags?
Yeah.
He's not the banker.
Did anybody take the armor, bracers armor?
Yeah.
You did, okay. Good.
Okay. Luna, make me a knowledge local check.
I just did.
You just did. 21. Wow. Wait a minute. Why did it only add +2? What is
I don't know.
What is Foundry doing to you? Did you really roll a 19?
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
Intelligence 1, skill ranks 1.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh. It's not a class skill for you, and you only have 1 rank in it. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's not classical for me.
Okay.
Wait, how did I get a 24 earlier?
I don't know. Did you?
But nat 20, yeah. Oh, heroism was on, that's why.
That would be why. I'm going to go ahead and make it a class skill for you, though.
Okay.
So,
I think 24.
Luna, you rolled a 19, which is fortuitous because you're not that amazing at knowledge local, but you know several places that the barbarians hang out. You think you can sell Hater for, where is it? 60%. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, no roll, very little effort, just some disguise checks and shit. You guys can get 50. I'm allowing you to try to get more. Blackout. If you talk to your boss, roll me a knowledge local check. Blackout. Three goes to a 22. You're having a bad day. You're feeling a little out of sorts. You feel like you're not quite yourself. And yet, you know so many people, you know so many wizards, and your boss is a wizard. You are able to fence the bracers of armor for 60% if you tell your boss where you got them.
I don't think she'd mind. She never liked that guy.
You tell her?
Yeah.
She gives you 100% for the bracers herself.
Hell yeah. Yo, guys, I can only get 60%.
Oh!
I don't trust you anyway, so I'm definitely sense motive.
Roll a bluff check.
I rolled sense motive up to low check.
You've got a natural 20,
I
which
got a natural
totals
1.
totals to 20. Blackout has a 1 bluff skill and has rolled a 1. It has no bluff skill.
No more skill.
Yeah,
I rolled a 1 and
Krakatoa,
still know he's lying.
you see that one a mile off. He's giggling as he says it. He giggles like a little giddy little schoolgirl coming back from seeing his boss. By the way, Blackout, when you told her where you got him, she snatches them out of your hand, stuffs them in a bag of holding, smiles at you and says, "Fuck that guy," and handles you the full price. Just right here. Boom. Here's the money.
Oh, you don't normally handle in cash. This is nice.
She says, "That's just walking around money, babe."
It's good to have friends.
Yep. Let's see. What else do we need to move?
The sword and comm set.
No, Luna can. Luna was like, I know a couple of barbarians that will buy it.
Okay.
Luna can move the sword for 60%. Blackouts move the bracers. The comm set, what are they normally worth?
6K. That's what it's listed at.
Alright. I will have Nomcath.
And if we really need more money to steal the
Natural
deal,
Jesus. Okay,
I
Foundry
will-
has rolled 3 natural ones in a row.
so if I really need to, I will part with my anti-tank missile launcher.
Then Nomcath, I need this out of you. Okay. Yeah, you guys are just super skilled. Even when you roll natural fucking ones, you get over 20. Yep, Nomcath's able to move the comm set for 60%. Okay, anything else?
We got anything else? Storage holder dwarf man. You want to get rid of?
Ulfred, you got too many rings. You gotta take off this ring of sustenance, buddy.
That's a tattoo.
Oh, okay, let me switch its slot.
I know it's kind of wonky, but
No, I'll fix it. It's a wondrous item, and okay, fixing that while you guys figure out whatever else you're gonna do.
So if we still need more money and whatnot, I'm willing to give up this that I have.
Where did you get that?
I've been carrying it around for a while.
Yeah, but didn't you get it from the party?
yeah, it's group loot.
Yeah. Tattoo. No, not that one. I'm trying to find a tattoo.
You should use that thing. Something.
Yeah, I might have survived that last fight if you'd whipped that out.
I mean, I guess if you really want me to whip out an anti-tank missile launcher right in the middle of combat,
I mean, Krokta's leveling entire city blocks, so.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Like,
fucking-
Blackout wield that, like, just like anti-tank missiles everywhere.
It's a little different than a rifle there.
I don't know. You can modify it.
Take some brawn to wield something like that.
I think the missile launcher might come in handy a little bit later.
all right, then she'll put it back in a bag.
Gesture appreciated, but that might come in real handy against big bad boys.
All right, those 3 items altogether come to 28,601. Y'all want to split it or keep it in as group loot?
Thought we were giving it all to Heersick, right?
Yeah, all these.
No. I got some pipe bombs we can shove up here, sick. I mean, what?
What?
What do you mean?
Wait a minute.
So is that our current balance is 28.6?
Yeah.
We're 22 short, 21.4 short. If we want to go through with the Hersek deal.
I think we decided we didn't care much. We don't think he actually has any good information.
Right.
Cassandra
So,
says
without
he
another
definitely
technical-
has information. She
How do
says
you know that?
She says, because when I extrapolated the data from Crastus communicator and the data from the other communicators that you all have, I pulled the logs of all those devices and cross-referenced it into a social networking matrix, and now I can see everyone who's called anyone ever. And based on that information, I've extrapolated most of the preferred comm frequencies of the technically captains, including your boss, she says to Blackout. And I know that Hersek is in direct and frequent contact with several of the more important people on the list. The list of people you wish to kill.
Osmond?
Osmond has not used a conventional communicator in many months. I can guess at how they communicate with him or how he communicates with them. There are several times their communicators switch over to a frequency and then hard erase that frequency, and all of that traffic is encrypted on a level of sophistication beyond anything anybody else is doing.
So he's still communicating through the comset, it's just more encrypted?
When he does, it leaves no trace, and I can't learn anything from it.
Well, if we find out he does have what we need, or if he does have the info, I will throw in one other item that I have never really used, or used to use a long time ago, but I don't really need it anymore. But her old throwing axe.
Okay.
If I can find someone that would be able to, buy it from me. Is that another check I need to make?
If you want to, I don't know if anybody. I don't think that will get you there, money-wise, right? You guys are shorter than that.
Hmm.
Do we want to sell the anti-tank missile launcher? I feel like that's too important. We can't.
Yeah,
let go.
that feels too badass to let go.
Spaceman.
Spaceball.
Would be. It says actually that it's worth, and this must be. Oh no, that's my total value. Never mind. I thought it was $72,000 or whatever gold. It's 8,500 according to this thing.
I'm not giving up space bombs just for your sake.
Oh yeah, we're not going to Hersek. I thought we were just wanting to have more money for some reason. Screw Hersek.
Maybe we could say we could give him the first half of it when we meet, and then after he gives it to us, we can give him the rest, and then just beat him up.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to have any money. Just tell him we're meeting to give him all of it. Beat him up.
I mean, you do have true sight, Wolford, so he can't disappear on us this time.
That's true. Does that make it easier for you to track him down?
Just means he can't invis and try to sneak away like he did last time.
Yo, that ring. If you if you used your spying abilities and then that ring that Ulfred has, could you mark his location?
Ooh, that's a good idea. How would that work, Toby?
You want to use a scrying spell?
Plus that celestial ring that Ulfred has. And then mark it as the location.
Let's see, spell. I don't
Good
know if that would
idea,
help
Blackout.
you. True sight sees through invisibility, illusions,
No,
displacement.
Guardian Star.
Oh! I see what you're saying.
Because it give you a plus on survival, pulls of all the strafe and the strafe and the strafe.
Well, okay, let me read this. Form a bond with your surroundings. You don't know if it'll work. It's an interesting theory. You would have to have to try it to know.
Ulfred can scry, right? Or is that no? That's I can do it, but Ulfred would only have what, like divination and stuff.
I too could scrap.
Okay, yeah, you should do it.
So I was away for a second. So you want me to would be using it with?
We're wondering if you scry with that ring, if that will help you locate Hirsic.
Using the spell Guiding Star.
I could try it.
Just putting this in as other great ideas from the GM. You could also borrow money
Hmm.
Pugh.
at an interest rate.
Alfred's not a bank, he already said that.
I mean, honestly, it's Numeria. Like, are they really gonna track us down if we never pay them back?
I have a feeling that they deal with a lot of powerful people, so they're probably pretty good at tracking down and recovering.
More powerful than
I
us.
meant you could borrow from your friends.
Do we have friends?
Blackout, maybe you don't. But
Like torch friends?
That'd be funny. The great heroes of Torch go back. Hey, you borrow some money.
It's either that or try to borrow it from. I don't know. Would your boss be interested in having a loan if she's just handing out walking around money? Blackout?
I could ask. It feels a little weird. I don't know if I'm comfortable asking her that.
Who did the deal with Hirsic come through? Is that just Hirsic, or did that come through your boss?
My boss kind of helps set up the contact.
Okay.
Is there someone powerful we haven't robbed yet?
There's probably a lot of powerful people we haven't robbed yet.
I mean, you just robbed a 15th level wizard.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back to some of our adventures near the Scar of the Spider, the Lone Star Hotel.
The Binox probably has some shit. So.
Ugh, that's scary.
I mean, I guess I could always go hit up the casino and try my luck.
We sell that mansion.
You got real far off. What'd you say, Croctaw?
Oh, sorry. Sell that mansion.
Sell
Sell
a
the
mansion?
Yeah.
To who?
With Reginald? You gonna sell Reginald?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I did not realize my audio was fucked up. I fixed the input now.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say that's our two goals at hand right now: is start talking to those captains and get this Heersick thing taken care of. If we're gonna meet him, track him down.
Well, I do like the robbery idea that Black Owl had, just from like a player, not Croctash, but as a player, I think that'd be fun to go back and rob someplace that we previously went to.
It's hard because there's not really. We already.
You never go anywhere with any that has any money.
Yeah,
That's
we already
true.
kind of looted all of Scrapwall. Scar the Spider, we took what we could there, but there's not really anything left.
What about? Do we know where the drug labs are currently in Starfall?
We had rumors of a couple locations, right?
They might have some money, right?
In theory. We had a couple locations, right, Toby? Am I just recalling that?
For what?
Possible drug labs that we're starting up?
Currently, no.
Currently, no? Okay.
There was the secret facility, which you guys have now demolished.
Hmm.
You also have, I think you have a communication frequency for Heersick.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, what's that fancy market we went to that was like some interdimensional, like we teleported somewhere and it's just like this fancy market with a big fish in the center of the town square, that map. And they had all sorts of items.
Oh, the Nexus?
Yeah, can we rob that?
Long Dreamer took you there.
Hmm.
We rob him.
Rob Longstreamer.
Yep.
I don't think they
It's
have
a
any
space
money.
butterfly. She didn't have anything in her pocket.
She could take us to the Nexus.
Actually, there is. I was looking through it. I do have a piece of tech that I've had in my inventory forever, but never used on anyone. Gives people, when it's installed, it gives +4 to Constitution, like worth 16k. It says.
And you
Fine
didn't get
with
that
selling that.
installed on you?
It's not installed on me because I have the tattoo of +4 strength and con.
Oh, okay.
I think it's worth selling it if it's not being used.
Yeah, I'm morally opposed to it, so I'm not going to use it.
It would fall out of your body when you shapeshifted anyway.
Alright, good.
Would not work.
Just like I like it.
Okay. Where could we we can fit that here in town, right? Could we?
Might be tough since it's tech.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What's the Mockery? Would they maybe be interested in purchasing tech?
Yeah, you could fence it with Mockery.
They seem like the type with like a leg up in a town like this.
Okay, let's go to the city map while we think about how we're going to offload this shit. I don't know, guys. 50,000 gold to go a long way shopping at Warmageddon.
Don't
Or
remind me of that
Montaigne.
that tiara. Don't remind me of that tiara.
Is
Ooh,
there...
Wait until
We've
we
never
rob them.
we've never gone to Chesed. If I remember correctly, isn't that like a port town with a bunch of trading?
I don't know.
you guys could fence most anything in Torch too. It's a
Mm.
trader town. So what do you want to sell?
My what is it called?
Is it the thoracic?
Thoracic nanite chamber Mark II.
Very niche device. Let's have a knowledge engineering and a knowledge local check. You can use Blackout or whoever you want for the knowledge local.
Well, before that, Luna, would that be a possible item for you? I don't know how opposed to tech you are.
I've got I've also got a tattoo of plus 4 con.
Okay.
Blackout, you find at the Mercenaries Guild a mercenary who wants to buy it only if you install it. They'll pay 100% if you install it.
Well, we did that surgery with Cassandra on Crocta,
Mm-hmm.
so we can do that.
100% Alfred can install that for you.
He's
Easy.
like, how soon
100
and where?
150% will get it installed, no problem.
Come back in this alley.
There's a
In this alley.
place called the Slot Bag.
No.
The bathroom.
That is the opposite of hygienic. For surgery, you need a clean space.
That bathroom will do fine.
Just come in the bag of holding.
It's not being used. It's out of order. It's fine.
Actually, we do have a rope trick, right?
Yeah.
Oh. You want to do
True.
illegal, illicit, contraband fencing
back
surgery
alley
in
surgery.
a dimensional pocket.
In the slot bag bathroom.
Yeah, it has
Let's
to
see.
be the Slot
We
Bag.
haven't been here in a while. Takala and McGinnis are still here. Old token for Croctaw. Izuma's here. Let's get the rest of the party in here. Okay. So do you want to do the rope trick for this guy?
Yes.
He
I
is
want
a
that.
7-foot tall barbarian slayer named Killinator.
Do you know him? Blacked out? Do you know this guy?
Yeah, you've known him for years.
Not the brightest bulb, but
Does he live up to his name?
Oh yeah, he pulps most of his targets. Rumor has
Honestly,
it there's
he's a
several
cool guy.
jobs where he didn't get paid because he obliterated the remains so much there was no proof of death.
hard to collect when all you bring back is a pouch of soup. But
A pouch of soup.
yeah,
Okay.
but
it's
he's
colorful.
good people. A little terrifying that we're making him harder to kill, but
Well, as long as we can make him on our side.
he's
Yeah, he could be a guest NPC in a future
Oh
future
god.
game.
If I
Killinator.
offer Tim that he can take over the Killinator. He prefers to be called the Killinator.
I
And
see.
he refers to himself in the third person like all true psychopaths.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's get it done.
Okay, so you guys bring the Killinator. Who all is in on this operation? Cassandra
got the
has to be, so
wand.
Nomcath comes. You have the wand of rope trick. Where are you going to set up the rope trick?
Oh, somewhere not close to our stuff.
the entrance is invisible, right?
It's just a rope. You can hide it pretty well. You could actually do this in an alleyway.
Back
Yeah,
alley.
why not?
Back alley deals.
Yeah. Back alley behind the slot bag.
If everybody wants to, go in, Luna can stand out and stand guard of the rope. She'll make her disguise like she's like this old, old beat up warrior, barbarian.
Who all's coming on this adventure?
Well, I'm not going to be in the surgery, so what's most useful? Is it helpful for me to stand guard with Luna?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stay outside in cockroach form, like somewhere down the alley while Luna's near the rope, I guess.
Okay. Is this the alley outside anything in particular? Like you guys said you wanted to do the surgery at the slot bag.
I just like saying that word, but yeah, I don't mind it anyway.
I mean, yeah, just
It's
look
another
around
one
for
where I just said what came to mind, and I'm still paying for it.
It's
Let's-
great. You should open a bar
Real life
in like
bar
Las
called
Vegas
Slot Bag.
called the
All
Slot
right.
Bag.
Yeah.
It'd be
Josh and I have already
huge
basically
success.
gigged at the Slot Bag. It's around here. It's called PK's, but it's
Yeah.
the Slot
It's
Bag.
basically the slot bag, yeah.
Nice.
Although in the fictional one, the chili cheese fries are more edible. So these two stand guard. Blackout, you bring Killinator into the rope trick, which I don't know if you've ever been in one before. Is he likely to have experienced this?
probably not. No,
Has he ever seen a large body of water?
no.
Make a reflex save.
I mean, he's seen the
Actually, make a fortitude save.
pond at Torch. Rolling low all night.
As you come in, Killinator has never seen the ocean. He's seen some ponds before. And your rope trick is, of course, as you might remember, a, what the fuck is it? 40-foot wide raft on an endless sea in all directions with an unknowable depth beneath you. Killinator comes in and his eyes go wide and looks around, and he looks at the ocean for a second and looks down at his feet and leans over the side and looks into the depths and throws up into the water.
It's good. Your stomach needs to be empty before the surgery anyway. It's fine. Good job.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
He looks positively haunted, and you guys set up a sort of platform. And I guess Ulfred's going to need to do a heal check. Is anyone able to assist? Or is Ulfred even
Cassandra
the best?
can, right?
That's right, she can. Let me get her.
I feel like the Killinator, needs to pay up front in case he dies during.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Oh my
we could just
Agreed.
kill him under the knife and take his
No,
money.
no, I'm here to ensure that doesn't happen. But in case he dies while in surgery,
There's always a risk.
He gets killinated.
I have signed an agreement that I can liquidate his personal belongings in case of death. Keeping this above board.
You notice that he has a beat up old +1 great axe, some armor that's seen better days, some boots with the tread worn out. He's not that profitable of a mercenary.
Okay, but like livers and hearts and stuff, those are worth something.
This is like his life savings. All the money he's ever amassed, he puts in a. He sets up an escrow, and he's not that stupid. So, assuming the conditions are met, you'll be able to go to the bank with him afterward, and he's already signed the money over to you, assuming his conditions are satisfied. He does not walk around town with 20,000 gold in his pocket. One might assume that with a name like Killinator, he's an idiot, but clearly that would be wrong. So we're going to perform the surgery. Blackout says, I almost guarantee his dead body is worth something to someone. That's not helpful at all.
You know, bounty and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get it done.
Okay. Cassandra Lee assists. She scans. She says the subject is healthy enough to receive the augmentation, although his skin has over 200 lacerations and puncture wounds from various experiences.
That's why he wants the upgrade.
He's mostly scar tissue, and he appears to have had several bouts of soothe addiction in the past.
Oh, I got some of that. I can sell them too.
Oh my god. We actually in a position where we feel sorry for Killinator. Okay.
He's
You
a true
ins-
hero.
You install the augment, and it is a success. Killinator wakes up an hour later thanks to Ulfred's skill and magic, greatly enhanced, feeling better and healthier than ever. Says he's going to kick the soothe habit and turn over a new leaf.
But like all good doctors, we're gonna give him some soothe to help him recover.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this put this on your back. It'll help the scar heal.
Doctors prescribing opium for paper cuts these days.
So sad. It's too real.
And he happily travels over to the bank that afternoon with whoever is going as the party's representative here and transfers you the appropriate amount, whatever was the full price. What was that thing, Alfred? 16?
Yeah.
Okay, you get full price for it after installing it in a psychopath.
I mean, we're all. Well, I guess not we all. I'm a psychopath, at least, I guess. And the rest of the party. But, I mean,
Fully
think about it.
own
Crocodile is
yourself.
pretty fucked up.
She's
Oh,
fine.
no disagreement here. Not at all.
She's fine. It's fine.
So we get 16 grand from that guy.
Yeah.
The rest of the plus another like what you said 28,
6.
26,
28.6.
28.6.
Super close.
We're at 44.6 right there.
Good enough for that's good enough for Heersick. Let's just offer him that.
And like I said, if I need to, I'll also sell my old settler, which will give us at least another 4 grand.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now we
Yeah.
can.
Ah, shit. I muted myself.
Oh no. What'd you say?
I kept saying like, oh, it's 44,600, 44,600, and
Yeah,
then you guys
yeah.
weren't responding. It's like, oh, I'm probably muted.
Yeah, that happens.
Continue
much
ignoring Alfred.
Yeah. So what is planned? Sell more shit or try to offer 44?
I think I'm gonna try to offer 44.
I'm good with that.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm not a good talker. Is anyone else better at it?
I actually have pretty good diplomacy. But that's about it.
Listen,
I got a plus 8 to put them home. See,
you're gonna have to stomach your hate
I've
for
got plus
technology.
23 on diplomacy.
What's your bluff, though? It's a question because you know
My
you're gonna.
bluff is -1.
Oh, good. Well, tell the truth. Don't try to bluff me.
Now that I'm human, I'm pretty good at lying. I put all my
Yeah,
new
I'll,
skill points into bluff.
Oh, nice.
Still only a 16, but better than everyone else. No, but I think maybe the techno wizard that you guys carry with you can maybe set up a face-to-face, or at least an out loud thing to where you don't have to wear my comm set in your ear.
With Heersick?
Yeah.
Okay.
For Crocta here, because I mean, obviously, I'm not going to convince her to put this in her ear.
Wait, what's the deal? I got like I got this tech stone. I think that helps me talk to you guys.
Keeps us all connected.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cassandra Lee links you guys up mentally so that you can all hear and communicate without anyone outside the network knowing.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need anything. I got
And
this.
you have high
Rock.
speed. You have high speed communication, which is a big deal because normally I would rush you guys if you're in a conversation, like you're taking too long, but with Cass's communication, you can talk incredibly fast to each other.
I need you to be able to verbally communicate with Heersick. That's all.
Oh, me with my diplomacy?
Yes.
All right. So
Strangely, even though no one really likes you, you are the most
I'm
charismatic
quite
of us.
charming.
I mean, the fact that we haven't killed you yet is
I was a great leader with my tribe, so it is not surprising that you tend to follow me.
Press X to doubt.
So I will admit, though, I don't always understand your strange ways here. So what should I say to Hirsik?
Tell him that this is the best offer he's going to get, and that's more than he deserves.
All right. That's an interesting way to do diplomacy, but I'll try.
Okay. You guys fire up the comm unit. Somebody give me a knowledge engineering to set it to the correct frequency. Or connect
That
it to
would be
Cass and she'll do it.
That would be a Nomcath. He's our
I'm
engineer.
pretty good knowledge engineer.
Or are you? Okay. Well, Alfred is too. I forgot, sorry.
He's better,
Are we-
apparently.
We can't do this from underground. The signal is too shit. So are we doing it from, say, like what location are we doing the radio call from?
I mean, it's obvious, slot bag.
Oh my god. Okay. I shouldn't have even. Alright.
Did you need to ask that question, Toby? Did
Apparently
you
I
really?
did. But I have
Let's
my
all
answer
go to
now.
the bathroom stall, guys.
You should just make a really intricate map of slot bag over it as like our home screen instead.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Excellent.
A slot bag.
It's really like our second home.
Let's see. Got the incredible music of the slot bag to listen to. There you go.
Oh man, I'm gonna get depressed.
Oh, sorry. Mad World 2 said.
No, it's okay. I can handle it.
That is the
Crocta
worst
stands up on the roof of the building and looks down as everyone just like walks around in weird shapes, like that music video.
thing. Huh. Here we go. The Bardcore version of WAP. That's what plays at the slot bag.
Sounds about right.
What is this chest here? Okay, there's nothing in it. It's going by. Goodbye, Loot Bungus. Okay, you guys ring up Hirsik. Tune in the radio to the right frequency. You're jamming out.
How
at
much
the
money do we have again?
slot
Sorry,
bag.
I always forget.
44.6.
Okay, 6,000.
Mhm.
Okay, your number system always confuses me a bit.
You convert it in 20 base.
Yeah, I am. It's tricky. So 44,600 is
Correct.
actually what you mean. Okay.
Correct.
Right.
Hirsik,
Yeah.
do you remember
Let's
me?
do this.
It says
You guys-
Crocta.
Pull on the comm, and you can just connect the comm straight into Cass if you wish.
Yeah, let's all listen in.
Okay, so you connect it straight into her. She networks through CastNet, and she says, "Where in the city would you like it to appear like we are radioing from?" North, south, east, west. Where we are, actually.
How about the place we just destroyed?
Okay.
I mean, a little on the nose.
You hear a sort of zzz, and then you hear a boop, boop, and you hear a voice come on the communicator. Hello, is this the call I've been waiting for?
Maybe, yes. This is Crocta here, so you remember me? I'm the
Uh,
leader
yeah,
of the group from the
Oh,
wandering the Scarlet
You're-
Spider.
congratulations on your promotion. I did not know you were the leader.
I'm sure you know.
Uh,
Everyone knows.
What happened to? I thought Tokala was the leader.
Nah, he left. He's leading some other group of
So
hopeless fools.
I hear this too, that he is wreaking havoc in the countryside. Yes, they are very angry with him.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but that's not the point here. The point is you have information, we want it. You need money. We got 44,600. Take it or leave it.
44, you say?
Yep.
600.
Yep. You know that's worth more than what you have probably, and you're not going to get this anywhere else.
Is not what I asked for, but I am ready to leave town, possibly forever, and visit, the motherland. So, if you will pay this up front, I will give you what you desire.
Not up front.
Oh, well,
You tell us first.
there is not much trust in our business, so I will have to have something up front. Say this, you will go to the bank and deposit half, and I will tell you what the information I offer is. If you deem it worthy, you will pay me the other half, and then I will give it to you.
No, we need to see you in person before we give you any money.
I do not wish to be killed.
Last
You
time
don't
all-
wish to be killed. You are all killers. I am a killer. No.
Last I recall, you're quite good at escaping.
Ah, that's how you live in the business as long as I do. We work for wizards. They are powerful, dangerous, unpredictable. You have to be wily. I do not live this long by showing up to meetings with people who are killers without some assurances.
We could make it a one-on-one meeting.
Whom would you send for this?
I'll sign to the group.
I tell you this. If I have assurances from the dwarf, I will have a one-on-one meeting with him. If I am assured by him, Ulfrid of Scrapwell tells me I will not be harmed or stolen from or tricked, I will believe him.
I'll sign to the group. He probably thinks Ulfrid is still really slow, but doesn't know he can fly now.
Downsides?
None, because Ulfrid can teleport now.
Yeah, fly, teleport, and see him if he's invisible. So
No
yeah,
shit.
it's a good-
Yeah, okay.
good call.
I think I'm good with it. Alfred?
What's up?
We're volunteering you for a mission.
All right.
We want you to meet one-on-one with Hirsik
What a
alone.
good attitude.
He says he only trusts you. He thinks the rest of us will try to trick him, kill him, or steal his shit.
I don't blame him. I'm rather trustworthy, Blue.
Oh, I didn't say you weren't.
I still recommend buffing up somehow to keep your health high, because he will shoot you if things go sideways.
Honestly, I could sneak in with you probably in cockroach form, like under your armor.
Cass says on the private channels where only you guys can hear that she can maintain the cast net for hundreds of feet away. So you could all be around, well out of sight, but listening and seeing everything that Ulfrid does.
And I don't think he's met me yet. He's
True. Okay. Any qualms?
No. You want me to bash his head in? Or we
Oh
talk?
my god.
No, I'd like a
Yeah.
legitimate.
If you get the information
Change.
first,
He should have asked for a blackout, apparently.
I mean, if you get the chance to get the information, take the money and bash his head in, why not go for all three? I don't know.
Yeah.
You
Win,
people
win, win.
are with no honor.
He screwed us first.
All right, I'll meet with the boyo. He was nice enough, even if he is sneaky and snuck out on us when we were needed him.
Well, it's gotta come from you, Wilfred, so let him know.
Do you want me to hide somewhere on your person while you're meeting with him, or you want to go truly alone?
I'll be going alone.
All right.
So you tell Hirsik you accept?
Yeah.
He says, I wish for the money, of course, but you are a little short. I will take one of your, what do you call them? Imaginary helmets. I want one. For me.
Like a VR helmet?
Yes, that's what you call it. Looks very fun. Namkath reports that there are 2 in his bag of holding.
Don't give him mine.
You have the stone now.
Oh, I don't even need one anymore? That's true.
Correct. The
Yeah.
stone stands in as a VR helmet for you.
Forgot about that.
VR helmet's worth about 2,500 gold.
It's Ulfred's decision to make.
All right. Suppose we should get this over with then, eh?
Where would you wish to meet? I will escrow the money at the bank, so we could meet there if you wish, but it's not very private to talk.
I'll look around.
You're at the slot bag.
Yeah. Come to the slot
Oh
bag.
my god. He says, oh, this place is terrible. Is okay. I mean, it should be quiet. No one will go there. Okay, you set up a meeting with Hirsik at the slot bag. What does the rest of the party do?
I personally would like to be somewhere close where I can stay in communication with Ulfred through Castnet.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do like that one time. I think when we met Black out there, I went inside the slot machine cockroach form.
You will have to make a stealth check versus Ulfred.
Okay, one sec. Let me turn cockroach form first.
A road trip. Get into an install.
Ulfred, perception check when you get a chance.
I hit stealth. Did you guys see it?
Wow. You're good.
There we go.
Ulfred is not paying much attention. He is enjoying his double bomb chili, whatever those things I made up are, and he is just digging in. Oh, the poutine. That's what it is. Yep. Of course you had some on you.
Toby, in the area around slot bag.
Did you make a fort save, Ulfred?
Gosh.
Okay.
You know what the fuck? I'll probably if
Fort negates explosive diarrhea.
I'm almost tempted to have one as well.
I think you're supposed to be leaving. Who all is... How far away do you go? Castnet can keep you in communication with Ulfred virtually anywhere in the city, as long as you have reception, but if you're across town, obviously, and Hirsik shoots Ulfred in the face, you won't be able to do much.
I think if we're spotted too close, Hirsik won't even make contact, so...
Oh, yeah, if you're spotted, that would be a deal breaker. And Ulfred, you remember that his primary weapon is a plasma pistol.
I could theoretically just like wind walk us all, and we just like a cloud above the slot bag. Didn't I mean? Is he
Just
really
an
gonna suspect that's
inconspicuous
us?
doomsday cloud.
I mean, we can float in circles around it. I don't know.
Let's go in
Or
the
maybe
sewer.
just like a cloud of smoke emanating from the bathroom.
Let's
I'll
go
be
into
about
the
100 feet
sewer.
away and somewhere else.
I want to go into the sewer so we can explode out of the bathroom if we
Oh
have to.
my
Oh my
gosh.
All right.
Like we did in that guy's house or
Yeah,
whatever. when we
except
kicked
instead of
the
going down, we're coming up.
All right. Well, Ulfred, what are your conditions for how far away the party is? Because they can't actually hide from you while they're in Castnet. You can see that Krokta has turned into a cockroach and crawled inside a slot machine. Unless, of course, Krokta disconnects from the Castnet.
I mean, he did tell me he doesn't want me to go with him.
Yeah,
If I know that he'll know I'm there, I would disconnect.
yeah. If I knew they were there, I would not be able to keep it secret. So it's
I
probably a good call.
disconnected.
So you want to
Alright.
do this totally on your own? You want us to disguise and disappear? Keep close? What do you want, Alfred?
Stay in the area, but make yourself scarce.
2-3 blocks.
Something like that. Yeah. Something might go down, but I doubt it.
As long as we hold up our end, I'm sure Hearsik will be honorable.
Namkath, myself, and Blackout give us all disguises.
You know, I don't think I need a disguise. I'll just take the helmet off.
That is an effective disguise.
I mean, are you
No.
like super similar, just non-pointy ears, or did your facial features change too?
I think I'm unrecognizable enough.
If you
Okay.
saw his face before and you saw his face now, you could make the connection. It would be like, well, maybe Blackout he looks like his own half brother or something. But
Mhm.
if you had no idea and you were looking for Blackout particular, no, you would stand no chance. But Blackout wears a mask a lot of the time anyway.
Pretty much only the technically captains have seen his face.
And they won't recognize him.
I mean, they make you take the mask off when you have private audiences with them.
Your boss will probably recognize you.
Yeah.
So where's Blackout hanging out?
I mean, far away like the rest of the group.
Yep.
How many, is there like a tall point where I can get a good bead on this spot?
Sure, you could get on a rooftop in somewhere in the perimeter.
Maybe not close enough to where I can shoot him, but close enough to where I can watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Namkath and I would triangulate it from 2 other spots so we can kind of keep an eye at what's going on.
Okay.
Luna, do you want to disguise? What do you want, buddy?
No, I've got the oath.
Okay. Do you escrow the money in the bank as he requested?
I guess.
Okay. So what he requested was that you basically split the money into 2 pieces. One piece is available to him if he goes to the bank to check on it, and the other piece is released at your discretion.
Makes sense?
And Namkath hands you, Ulfrid, one of the VR helmets.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Don't let it
All
happen
right.
again.
Wish me luck.
Okay. You head to you head back to the meet after escorting the money at the bank. And you've got about 30 minutes till the meeting. And let's have stealth checks for those of you that are hiding in the neighborhood. Krokta, you already gave me yours. It was a 39.
Oh, good. My stealth check. Lovely. Yep.
Luna, you're going to want to be far away. Yep.
Yep.
And then, of course, this guy right here.
With the 44, I'm hiding under the table. Kidding. Kidding.
You are the chair.
No, what I was actually thinking about doing. I'll just roll myself into a burrito in my back in my cloak. You know.
Alfred, you see that Nomcath stays connected to Castnet. I think Kroktaw drops off of it.
Yeah.
Nomcath is 2 buildings away in an alley, very well hidden, but given his speed, he could be to you in 2 or 3 rounds of sprinting. And he asks if that satisfies your conditions for being alone.
Aye.
All right. Blackout and Olbrin. Olbrin, you've got an 18. You need to be fairly far away. Blackout, you can be on a rooftop across the street or down an alleyway, somewhere with an angle on the front door of the slot bag. Or the back door, if you prefer.
Front door.
I used Invis to stealth into where I need to be, Toby.
Okay. You're 38. You're invisible. Probably like Nomcath, a couple buildings away in an alleyway.
And I'll cast See Invis just to make sure nothing screwy's going on. Don't expect it, but prepare for the worst.
Okay. Let's see. Did this actually work? It did.
And actually, Toby, I will cast See Invis on Nomcath too.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I'll go ahead and cast the invisibility on myself.
Alfred, you are sitting in a booth at the slot bag having a drink. And there's very few people in here. It's a Tuesday afternoon. The city is still reeling from the 24-hour rainstorm that soaked everything. The streets are muddy. All the floors are muddy everywhere. The city just doesn't have much practice at getting rid of millions of gallons of water. So every street's kind of a mud pit, and every house and home and walkway is covered in filth and grit and dirt. And you're sitting in here in an empty restaurant with terrible food and very shifty, sketchy sort of slot machines, when you see a tall tiefling with black horns step in and say, "That is my man." And he steps over to your booth and sits down opposite you.
I nod.
He says,
How are you, Boyle?
He says, "I am well. I am glad to see you survive the scar of the spider. I will say to you, and you alone, that I am sorry for leaving you in hell, but I honestly did not think anyone would make it out. I thought I was saving my own skin and could not save anyone else. So forgive my selfishness, but this is how I survive."
Well, we made it out, so suppose it's all in the past then, eh?
Yes, and the future is what I think about now. I have done well here in Numeria, but it is time for me to go. I wish to see my homeland, as I'm sure you can understand. That is far from here, so I wish to leave, and I wish to do so in comfort and safety, which is expensive.
That it is. So, what precisely do you have for us?
He says, "I actually have a number of things. I have 2 meetings I offer. One, the other person will not like it and will not receive it well, and you will want to go in, as you say, buff to the tits. And be ready for the fight of your life. But you could catch them unawares, and the victor goes the spoils. This is a sort of gambit you will do a lot, I think. The other one, there is a chance for diplomacy, possibly cooperation. And I can set it up.
Oh, I?
Aye. And they said I offer something simple as a gift to show my goodwill, which is this. And he takes out of his jacket a small scroll and slides it across the table at you. It's not bound, and he kind of spreads it out on the table in front of you. And you see that it is a map. And it's sort of a top-down map of some desert compound. You see walls, you see a building in the center. You see sort of something that to your dwarven crafty eye looks like a smithy and forges on the southwest corner, and maybe a dormitory in the northeast corner. And it looks like a small fortress compound.
Where this be then?
Say, this is a place I think you will want to go. It is your enemies live there. You know? And you can see as you look at the map that there is, let me share this so everybody can see it. You've got the map in your inventory now, Alfred, but I'll share this to the team. He says...
Oh, snap, this is their actual compound?
He says, yes, quiet. There's never know who is listening. Of course, you know your entire party's listening. And he says, here I have circled. This is where they keep the weapons. They are locked, of course, but that should be no problem for your friend. And you see that there is sort of a giant cage or pen that looks like a mud pit kind of drawn on the north center part. Like I said, dormitory in the northeast, some center structure, and then a forge or smithy in the southwest. Some platform on the east that he's scribbled some things on. He says this is technology to look at the stars, planets, things like that.
Oh, it's mighty big, isn't it?
It is very well armed, but to give you another free piece of information, the staffing, the guards are reduced at this place at the moment.
Why?
You ask him why, Alfred?
Mm-hmm. Why? For how long?
Well, your friend is causing a ruckus all around town and around town, so they technically, they have posted some guards to that situation. And there's something else that I hear. Yes, it's just whispers I hear, but they normally have many slaves in this pen. He points to the north part, clearly an outdoor slave pen. So they usually keep dozens of slaves here, people who have defied them, people who, laborers, and they are all gone. The slave pen is empty. No one I have spoken to knows why.
Who's running
Perhaps
the
they're
facility?
digging? Or
They
I
were
don't
all
know.
taken months ago.
Who's running the facility?
There are guards. There are some people there, of course, but it is lighter, just lighter. This is still a very well armed. There are the robots that fly and shoot the missiles. There are some of those there.
Which captain?
Which which captains are still around in the compound?
They meet underground. We are not allowed there. I am not. If you are not technically captain or most trusted guard, you do not go underground. But most of what they have is underground. I mark these storage rooms on the surface. There is weapons, bullets, explosives. That is what is there. Most of their stuff, underground.
Are there access points in this facility to the underground part? bits?
Somewhere, but I don't know where. Again, I go here, I get paid, they tell me to go away. So I don't know much, but I did get this map.
Who pays you?
I pay me, I'm an independent contractor, just like your friend Blackout. Although he has a patron, or a matron, you might say.
Do we need? If they have technology there, do we need certain keys for the color key for the door?
No, that is, I don't know what those cards do myself, but they treasure them like they are worth very much to them. I have no use. But they just have doors with locks, conventional.
No alarm spells, perimeter alarm spells like the palace?
That is possible, and it is within the perimeter of the alarms. So I would say it is close enough to the palace. It is inside that bubble.
Is there any way to bypass that?
Well, I think I get past it when I visit them because I have this, and he shows you his little tech license badge. He said they gave this to me when they first hired me, and I appear to come and go, but I have seen others try to come in without it, and they react very quickly.
Do they tell you to wear it a certain way in a certain spot?
No, just have it. If you don't have it, you will be in deep shit.
Have to be displayed so they can see it, or just have it on you?
Oh, they like to see it. The guards like to see it, but I think just having it, somehow the compound knows. See, but the meetings are what I really wish to sell.
Yes, go on.
So if you accept, I will meet you and a Technic League captain at a place tonight, a public place, and we will talk, we will have drinks, perhaps you will make a friend, perhaps you will not. I wash my hands of it at that point. I will make the introduction, and that is partially what you pay me for. The other is a location where you may surprise a different one of the worst ones.
Which?
I cannot say his name aloud, but he is one of the ones you seek the most. He is the one who was over the man you found in the scar of the spider. The man we all went there to find.
That bastard. He must really be a bastard then.
He is very close to the barbarians. He is he is the one who talks to the Black Sovereign when they need to. He is very important and very awful. I think you will be very glad you paid me to know where you can find him when he is not ready for you.
Table talk. Who is that?
Does anybody remember or got it in their notes?
Trying to look. Was it Garton?
Probably that's who he's talking about. Gartone is the former boss of Theris Hollyard, who was the brain in a jar. You're a brain in a jar.
You're a brain in a jar.
And he was the former boss of Sandviltret, who was actually the spy in Torch. He was the boss of Soup Bitch.
That hasn't been confirmed yet. It could be anyone.
Okay.
Suit bitch, huh? Who was that? I don't think I read that one.
He was also the former boss of someone named Pauldrus Gray, who went AWOL with a valuable orphan with arcane abilities and was presumed dead or left the country. And you know him as Connor Bane.
Oh, so yeah.
He says, do you wish to go to the bank and release the other funds to me, and I will carry through with this offer?
Very well.
What about the other meeting? Who and when and where?
If you pay me, it will be tonight. If you don't, I will leave.
Would they be comfortable meeting with the whole party or one-on-one again?
I think you can all come. It is a busy place. It is a exclusive club. You have not heard of it, probably.
How will it be built to get in and not be noticed and still be incognito and all that stuff?
Well, there will be many people there. Barbarians, Technic League, merchants. Yeah, Soup Bitch made some great soups. Someone just had a chicken noodle hot tub in Carrying Crown just the other day.
Yeah, they did.
God damn it.
So the place he's proposing we go, it's gonna be hard for us just to go and blend it.
No. You will be fine there. Just don't make a ruckus that I advise against. No fighting. Well, there will be fighting, but not you. Don't you fight. It is a fighting pit.
Yes, fighting pit.
Ooh. What was the name of the captain we were just talking about? Blackout?
Gartone?
Gartone. Yeah. So the meeting with Gartone, is it just a time and a place, or do you have information on where it's going to be?
I think we'll have to
You
wait
would
until we get the
sabotage
money.
Cartoon, I thought, right? Or attack Cartoon and then
Yeah, it's meeting with somebody else.
yeah. Cartoon's the one we can attack.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna give us a time and a place to find Gartone.
Okay, just a time and a place, not anything else.
Yeah, not a meeting, just a place to catch him unaware.
I mean, we had no clue where he was. For this
Sure.
whole
Yeah.
time, so-
I'm just making sure I'm understanding. Coma brain kind of gets in the way sometimes.
So, Ulfred, do you wish to go to the bank with Hirsik?
Very well.
Okay. You guys go to the bank and you stop in, wait a few minutes, shoot the shit about the various cuisines of Yanvei on up to Starfall. He says he's been to Chessa. There's some nice restaurants there. Ustalav to the south has many fine things. He plans to travel through there on his way south. And he's elusive about where his homeland is, but it's definitely from Ustalav to Absalom to somewhere. And
Places I've never heard about. Got it.
yeah, you're a Numerian kind of guy. So you approve the transfer, and he receives. Oh, and you give him the VR helmet.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay. And he says, this is, he picks it up and sort of adjusts the side panels of it to make room for his horns, make sure it fits on his head. You guys are sitting in the waiting room of the bank. And he says, "What? How does it? It doesn't. It's not engaging. at the moment.
Well, you gotta plug it into something, eh?
Does Ulfred have a data jack?
Ooh. I wait, a data jack? Yeah.
You had one installed?
Mm-hmm.
Here's to connect to his VR helmet.
All right, I'll just
Show him how it works.
Here, let me show you, boyo, and then just stab it into my neck or something.
You
Wherever the
straight
it
into
is.
the data jack. Cassandra Lee says, "Do you want to take him to any particular place, or do you want to take him to his inner mental space?"
His mental space. His mental.
Yeah, his.
Okay. You plug in, and everyone who's on CastNet, by now you could have rejoined it if you wish, Croctaw with the stone. From the bank waiting room, surrounded by bank guards, which are terrifying, by the way. They're like iron golems. Don't fuck with them. You enter the mind of Hirsik. You hear the sort of sounds of constant battle. You see a giant, beautiful anime girl with glowing blue eyes staring lovingly at Hirsik as he looks up at her with a smile on his face. He looks very childlike and overjoyed. And he looks completely thrilled.
Seriously, Sailor Moon. In her
Well, what do you think?
In her super form? Okay. Yes, I know about enough of Sailor Moon. I used to watch it when I was younger.
I've watched a decent amount with my wife. And so, yeah, I want to say, Moon Prism Power! That's it, I'm good.
Well, boyo, what do you think?
He says, "It's so beautiful."
Who's the last?
He says, "She is my dream girl. I will find her. I dream of her." Okay.
Did you ever roll a sense motive during that whole time, Alfred?
No? My sense motive is not very good, so...
Oh, okay. I thought it was. Sorry.
One's +5.
Better than mine.
I got a +11.
You feel a tap on your shoulder in the real world, and Alfred, as you're popped out of the VR experience, you see a bank worker looking at you saying, "Your transaction is completed, sir." And she hands a piece of paper to Hirsik, who looks at it and he says, "My friend, I thank you. I will see you tonight. This is the address, and I will get you in, and I will leave you alone after the introduction. And this address," he hands you another little piece of paper. "I would not go there unless I was ready for a fight." Okay.
Thank you. And good luck finding your last there.
He takes off the helmet and walks away with a big smile on his face. Talks to the bank employees and he waves goodbye at you.
Okay. So far, success.
There you go.
Alright. What time is it today then?
It is 4 in the afternoon.
Okay, what time's the meet for?
9 o'clock.
Okay, anything we want to accomplish before then?
I can't think of anything.
Can't either.
You guys just spent 45,000 gold, so.
I still don't have my tiara. I'm not bitching about it though. I got a quick dick stick. So.
Oh dear God! I just thought of something terrifying.
What?
I almost want to build. I almost want to build the character.
Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't know how to build it.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that doesn't seem pertinent to the present situation. What's next?
Okay.
Or what's
Sorry.
next for the party? It's okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything prep-wise.
Okay. How will we be attending this activity tonight?
We should go buy some nice suits.
With the 0 money that we have currently?
Yeah. How much could a
Steal
nice set of clothes cost, really?
I mean, I got the princely groomsman, so you guys just got to catch up.
Yeah, you're already full formal all the time.
Should I switch the weather today to a sleet storm?
Is that
For shits and giggles?
Maybe fog?
No, I can do hot weather, sleet, thunder, or tornado.
I advise against tornado.
Yeah. I can just make it hot. Maybe I'll make it easier to negotiate with the guy tonight. He'll be like just worn down by the heat.
Well,
Yeah, I'll do
Montaigne
that.
sells noble outfits for only 192 gold.
No, I'd probably just ask Oberyn if he can, tidy up my equipment, make it look nice and presentable.
I can do that.
What kind of place is this that we're going to? Is this the kind of place where you wear your armor, or is this the kind of place you wear a suit?
DC 30 knowledge local check.
Holy shit. Real good, Blackout. Real good.
34. Blackout has heard about it, but never been. This is an underground cockfighting ring, but instead of animals, it is robots.
I was gonna say I was gonna turn into a cock, but I guess not.
Fucking, why is that rooster wielding a tiny bone?
It's beating the shit out of every other cock. You guys could bet on me. It would be amazing.
Turn into a bone spur for his heel.
Fucking space bone the chicken to death. Yeah, that's quite a challenge.
Croctile, I'm liking this idea. I got 190 gold. Let's go.
Yeah, cock
You know what?
versus
I
robot.
was going to ask. Was there any way I could into these fights? This would be fun.
It is a robot fighting arena, and you are allowed to place bets on different. Oh wow, Blackout. Yeah, Cocktop would be your fighting name.
Yeah. It's maybe more appropriate with my forehead anyway.
And let's see, I can reveal these to you guys on the map. The bar, underground, secret, very secret bar you're going to is called Robo Rumble. And then the other location at the extreme north, way up here, is Gartone's Safe House.
That's the map that we have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The map you have is the Technically compound, which is here. Right by the palace, just east of the palace, on the hill, inside the detection bubble. Robo Rumble's east of that, almost a mile, on the eastern edge of Starfall. So it's not too far from Slay and Pipe. It's about 20 blocks from Slay and Pipe.
And it's
You think
literally
Cassandra-
underground?
It
Sorry,
is
Croctile.
literally underground.
Could Cassandra get into Robo Rumble? Because then we could win a lot of money.
Giving so
betting
much
on it.
money.
Oh, we could hack the robots.
Exactly. get that money back that we lost with Heersick.
Well, are you ready to go to Robo Rumble?
The
Yep.
only other thing I could think of that we could possibly think about doing before that is, do we want to make any contact with Mockery? Any benefit of doing that?
Would he be pissed off at us?
No, I mean, if he's determined to take out most or all of the Technic League captains, so if he hears you're moving against him, he would support that. I just don't know if you need him for anything yet, or
Yeah, I don't either. It's just the only thing I could think of that we haven't done.
if
We can go to
you
Robo Rumble.
if you wanted something like help with outfits or fake identities, disguises, ID, something like that, he could help with that.
Think that'd be useful for this thing? But we don't have a lot of money to throw at it, but
I think your hope would be that he would help you for free because your goals align.
I haven't even told him we took out another captain.
I think fake IDs might help.
yeah, I think so too.
Fake IDs and possibly, some way of getting into like technically back without setting off the alarm.
So you talk to Mockery?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll send Nomcath or someone over to talk to him, and
Nomcath and Luna, I think would be best.
Nomcath and Luna will come back an hour and a half later with a bunch of IDs of dead people. I don't have pictures or anything on them, but they are sort of, there's a collection. He sent you over about 7 fancy outfits of various types and shapes and sizes, and you guys can assemble some upscale clothing. It doesn't look like travel clothing. I don't think any of you other than Oldburn have ever owned anything like this. It is impractical. It is incredibly fragile. You feel like you're going to rip it if you turn funny. You're afraid to have a fight in it without destroying it. It's your first tuxedo. It feels very awkward, but it is much more appropriate to go to a fancy underground nightclub.
Luna wouldn't wear one because she would probably rip it. She'd probably get angry with it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go cockroach form.
Okay. Who are you going to ride on? Because if you fly around, you will get swatted.
Yeah, unless there's like a fancy type of stealthy animal I can turn into, but I kind of doubt that. I could be like one of the bugs in the bottom of the tequila.
Wow. That will trap you in a bottle. I like that idea.
Yeah, just open it and start serving it to people.
What tech do we need to not have on so we're not immediately caught, captured, tortured to death?
Blackout's 34 knowledge local check. You'll know that you can wear armor and weapons in this place. And the rules of what tech you bring and stuff like that are relaxed because technically what's happening here is against a lot of laws that the Technic League lays down for the public, but you will see Technic League operatives there, so you need to not be recognized by any of them. But I think most of the Technic League operatives that you guys have ever fought are dead.
Okay, I think I will not go cockroach then, just because that's probably known now that I'm always in cockroach form in this place.
It'd be a chihuahua.
The what?
Chihuahua, a lapdog.
I'd still
Could be somebody's pet.
You should go as a rooster, just like you totally misunderstood the
I
situation.
mean,
A
someone
rooster
has
and
to
a-
bring me. Yeah, I can be someone's fighting rooster if they want to go with that.
A rooster and a little wrestling unitard. It says K on the front.
Little gold chain around his neck.
He's got a mohawk.
Some rooster bling.
Nice.
And of course the space bone spur for his leg.
Bro. I mean, if you guys do, if you ever find an underground animal ring and enter the druid, you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are getting geared up to go to this. You're not super duper disguised, but you don't look like your normal selves either. You're not armed to the teeth, but you can still have your armor and basic weapons. You probably want to hide some stuff either at Sewer Sanctum or somewhere, or have Mockery hold it. And the most important element of subterfuge is you're not bringing Tokala.
I'll just be like a housefly.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
they'll never expect the cockroach to be a housefly.
No, definitely not. Alright, fine. I'll be a rooster with
Just-
a leotard on in the K. I'll
Just-
do the wrestling rooster. That's appropriate.
Just imagine being the Technic League right now and having to be afraid of every bug they see.
Awesome.
And now the rooster shows up.
Okay, so you head over at the appropriate time. You go in right on time, fashionably late, slightly early.
Fashionably late.
Okay. A little after 9, you guys head for the address. Is Discord okay? Okay.
Yeah, you dropped out for a second.
Yeah, momentary Discord lapse. Everything else seems okay, though?
Think so?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Good times. So, you guys head over there, and it's a nice part of town. There's a lot of nicer looking houses with walls, gates, sort of safer kind of places east of the palace. This neighborhood is right up against the east wall of Starfall. Closer to the wall, it looks like you see a little more industries, a little more warehouses and other commercial areas. And right in between them, you come to this sort of strange loop in the street. You're walking north, and it curves around to the northwest in a crescent, and it continues to the southwest. And then it sort of dead ends in this strange little kind of cul-de-sac, or maybe a street that used to be a street, but now there's just a building straddling that area. And off to the left in an alleyway, you see a rebuilt Gearsman, one of the ones with the shield and the foam gun on its right arm, standing in an alleyway, and leaning on the wall next to it is Hirsik. And he waves and gestures for you to come over.
All right, we go over.
Okay. He says, "Welcome, friends. I'm so glad you could make it. You will love this place. It's interesting."
I brought my chicken.
I see. This is not that kind of cockfighting, but he's very cute. This is most likely Krokta, is it not?
He's not cute. He's an absolute killer.
Oh, this I believe. He turns.
I start strutting around and kicking my
Oh
bones
my
first.
God.
In there.
I guess we misunderstood a little bit.
You guys always take everything so literal. It's okay. He turns to the gearsman and takes out a little card, like 3x6-inch card with some Androphan writing on it, and the gearsman looks down and scans it, and he says, "These are my guests. I am using this pass to get them in with me, okay?" And the gearsman steps aside and kills everyone. No, it steps aside, and you see a dumpster sliding to the left. You hear sort of a grinding metal noise, the sound of gears turning and little electric motors. And underneath the dumpster is a perfectly clean, reinforced metal staircase with metal railings, and the walls look like they are repurposed glaucite paneling, like scrap wall, but Alfred, you can roll spellcraft. He might be mid Cheez-Its. There he is.
No, I'm out of Cheez-Its. I was just looking for the button.
Oh, sure. They've used some sort of magic to reshape and repurpose, like, scrap wall type panels, cleaner ones. They've removed the rust. It looks like nice, clean, sheer metal. And there is some kind of huge metal structure connected to this. But structurally, it's very, very well built. 10-foot wide staircase, long, broad steps leads down into this underground area.
Neat.
And Hirsik leads you in. I need his token too. Go down the steps, and you're in a strange, brightly lit lobby. Everything is brightly lit with these sort of blue-green lighting everywhere. It sort of glows. There you see 20 feet to your left, a huge platform with a 7.5, maybe 8-foot tall robot that looks armored like a repurposed or rebuilt Gearsman. Its fists are huge, just clenched fist shapes, and it's got kind of different armor on it than you usually see on a Gearsman. In this room alone, there are 4 of those Borg guards, which you guys have experienced before. They're kind of a high-powered, technically half Gearsman, half Blood Rager or Magus. There's a technically guard standing at the stairs that lead further into the facility, and there's a door there. And there's another statue 20 feet to the right of another one of these strangely outfitted Gearsmen, just standing still as a post on a platform. And Hirsik leads you up to the door and shows his little card, hands it over to the guard who's standing by the door, who looks it over and looks at you guys. And he says, I hope you're all paid up, Hirsik. You're not getting out of here unless you clear your tab. He says, oh, my friend, there will be no problems of this kind, I assure you. You're looking at one of the richest men in the city. And he looks at you guys and winks. He says, yeah, I don't buy that. And he leads you up to the door, which when you open it, you are greeted to a huge underground chamber. 160 feet across, west to east, probably 200 foot north to south, 20-foot ceilings. There are a dozen circular tables with chairs around them. You see soldiers of the Black Sovereign. You see Technic League operatives. You see gang members. You see some people wearing the regalia, the Flying V over on the east side. And Hirsik leads you through the crowd, through these dozens of tables, over to sit next to a very tall, even though he's seated, you can tell he's very tall, dark-skinned, short-haired man in heavy plate armor with a huge sword leaning against the table next to him. And he's looking deep into his drink at a selection of, looks like sheets of paper or big index cards in front of him that have pictures or sketches of different robots, and they're just covered in numbers and stats. They look like D&D character sheets in front of him. And he looks up, and as you approach, he stands and turns and shakes hands with Hirsik, and he says, these are the people you wanted me to meet? And Hirsik says, yes, these are my friends, and I think you will have a lot to talk about. I am going to lead them with you, and I will go to this table over here and waste my money, as I always do. He says, my friends, this is Akraden, technically captain, one of the lords of the city, and the most accomplished duelist ever in Numeria, I think, other than the Black Sovereign himself. And he introduces you each as Ulfrid of Scrapwall, Olbrin. He says Blackout is a very accomplished mercenary around here. And he says, ma'am, I don't know your name, but you must be Luna? Does Luna give a name?
Yeah, she does give a name.
Okay, good.
I did say, I don't know if you heard it.
Oh, I didn't hear it for some reason. I think Discord clipped you.
I've also got a fat couple of fans running too, so that might
Oh
have.
well, that'll do it.
It's really hot where I live.
He invites you to sit down. He shakes hands and looks each of you in the eye and gives you kind of a very limited smile. And he says, "None of you have ever been here, have you?"
No.
No.
He says, "Well, welcome to the Robo Rumble. I'm one of the primary founders of this place, and I love it here. You're in my house. I want you to feel welcome. My friend Hirsik here has done a couple of impossible jobs for me, and I think very highly of him. And he says that you all have some proposals. You have some things in the work that I should know about. And I can't imagine what that is. But the first order of business is to have a few drinks, some snacks, and to watch some robots beat the living shit out of each other."
I'll drink to that.
Here, here.
He turns and nods to the bar staff, and you see a server come over with a tray full of various beers, sort of a bottle of wine chilling in an ice bucket, and a bottle of whiskey. And he says, "Leave the whole thing." It sets down on the table in front of you. He grabs himself a beer, and he says, "Take a look at these. This is the spread for tonight." And he pushes out these cards with like 8 or 9 different sort of sketches. It'll have sort of a basic feature set of a robot, its wins, its losses, its general estimations, and sort of the odds for and against it.
I'd like to take a gander at those.
Do you speak Androfan?
No, but aren't we all connected to,
Yes, Cassandra will translate them for you.
yeah.
As you look at them, any part of it, you can hear her voice in your head, rapidly reading it, like Josh's little Siri that he constantly talks to you.
Perfect, yes. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna use my engineering knowledge to kind of like BS my way through and kind of like pick out my favorites.
You can see that there's 11 or 12 different sort of teams. They're like little race car teams. They build, maintain, and modify the robots. And there's certain rules, classes, and they do basically just pummel the fuck out of each other. Sometimes irredeemably so. So much so that a robot is destroyed, scrapped. And there are a wide range here. There is a favorite. The odds are that... Where is this son of a bitch? I know I have it. Most of the odds are on a red robot, which you can see in the ring right now, known simply on there as Big Red. And the worst robot in the cards is a sort of beat-up old beige and white coat of many colors robot called White Knights. And there's a number of other like average competitors in between. And you guys have the drinks. The drinks here are better than most of you have probably had before. And nobody is really looking at you or paying much attention to you other than him. And he seems very consumed with his score sheets and stat cards. And he's doing the same thing you're doing, Blackout. He's looking at the numbers and he's saying, this here, you see the scribbles on the edge of the cards. He's scribbled his own notes on everything. And he's like, they don't factor in all the stats that I think they should here. They just sort of factor in wins, losses, and how much money they've spent on it. Well, that doesn't tell the tale. The engineers behind the robot mean everything. The person who's trained it and applied the software that controls it is really much more than is on paper here. So you can't just go by what you see.
Exactly. I mean, like, this guy here, I think I heard recently that he's been having a gambling problem, hasn't been putting as much effort into his work as he should have been.
Which one?
And he looks over the document and says, "Well, I don't want to influence your reading of the information.
Roll me a bluff check.
I'm a natural now that I'm human."
Natural liar.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what I put my points into after becoming human. Damn.
He stares deep into your soul and says, now you're getting the hang of it. It's more than just the numbers. You're not just playing this robot versus that robot. You're playing the man across from you. I'm going to give you 2 more minutes to look at these scorecards, and I want you to pick a winner, and I want you to bet it against my winner. We're going to fight, and if you win, then I'm going to hear what you have to say and what Hearsik tells me you want to talk about. And if I win, you're buying drinks for the rest of the night.
You know what, I'm gonna go big.
Say again, Rye, you're going to go what?
I'm gonna go big.
Beg.
Big.
Bet.
Best as a
Gotcha. Sorry, Discord is like clipping you slightly. It's very strange. But I think I get it. So, who do we want to bet on?
night.
Okay. We're going to bet on the
300.
crappiest robot. Nomcath is looking at you guys or talking to you on the Cass net. Cass is telling you that there are 10 robots of various... They're all gearsmen. They're all repurposed gearsmen that these guys have modified for whatever purpose we're about to witness, she says. She says, and they're all in various states of repair. Some are much better than others.
Cass is just gonna hack one, right?
She says, I can affect them, yes.
Is that gonna get us in trouble? Do you think they'll notice that she's doing it?
She says...
Probably if they have operators.
Not if it's subtle.
So we can't pick the bottom one, but we could pick a middling one.
A mid card.
Okay.
It's a underrated mid card. That's not highly looked upon.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So
But that's got some good pedigree, good lines.
yeah, I
Okay.
want to use my local knowledge to pick a mid one that has an engineer on the team that's pretty well known. Has
Okay.
like an up and coming kind of guy.
Okay. You are perusing through the cards and you see a good couple of selections, and I think we'll solidify that choice and have a robot fight next time.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Good session, got a lot done, got a lot of money divided, and then the most amazing amount of money spent ever in this campaign.
Surprisingly,
All at once.
surprisingly, we didn't screw it up without Nomcath. So I just want to pat us all on the back for that one.
I agree. I
Well,
applaud that, Pat.
You had his skill checks throughout.
Does help.
All right. Good stuff, everybody. Thanks for playing. And next week we may have some guests. We'll see. We'll talk about it this week in the channel.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh,